Hey people, Injured here, Vivi 3, Hades Wastes blue side, whole bunch of chaos, they've all shown up. It's Sin with a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive hero, walks through objects and cannot be suppressed, powerful offense and disruption fights mainly in melee combat. We got some Alpha Legion elite scheme action, he's got a fancy cape on. Alongside here, Faffywaffle with a Plague Champion, starts off in ranged combat with a damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but is very slow. The Death Guard elite scheme on show. And alongside, rounding off the blue team, is MiltonLA420 with a Chaos Sorcerer, offensive and disruptive hero of powerful battlefield manipulation. This is the Black Legion elite scheme. No, just some good old Black Legion. Red team, we've got two Techmarines. First up is Katla, looks like the Black Templars elite scheme, recolored red. And alongside here, olaf-hain. These guys fight in ranged combat by default, put out some good damage, can also support with structures and repair. And rounded onto this red team is Aponnk, a strange name, with an Inquisitor, offensive hero of powerful battlefield manipulation. Starts off in melee combat but can get specialised ranged weapons. That was a Doom Bolts. Casually just backs the hell away from that. Here comes some support now from Olaf. Aponnk has backed off a bit too far there. Needs to come back and join in because it's a 2v1 now against Olaf. Here we go, Sentinel comes charging in, taking a lot of damage though. Bit too far away from those guardsmen. Can the Inquisitor even get in to tie something up here? Goes for the heretics, I think. Sorcerer chases some marines. Inquisitor is persuaded to leave by stinky Nurgle shots from the Plague Champion there. And heretics in amongst a whole bunch of guardsmen. Pretty bad news for guardsmen in general, heretics in tier 1. Either they catch them in melee and explode themselves, or they're shooting grenade launchers at them. None of which they enjoy. Sentinel's trying to pick models off the heretics. There goes one. Then just runs away from the bolter fire. Meanwhile, west side, Chaos Lord flees. Still got some CSM in play though. Tactical Marines chasing them with their Kraken bolts activated. 20% more damage versus heavy infantry. Also counts for their melee attacks for some reason. Because the Emperor says so, maybe. And because some more chasing on this side this time, CSM wanted to get into melee. I think there's the Kraken bolts. They turn to engage now. They were a bit lower on hit points. Support now from the Techmarine. He's got around 30 DPS on his starter bolter and shotgun scouts. Getting close, trying to get that high explosive shot. Can really win you engagements early. Well, can always win you engagements, but when the armies are this small, any unit you can take out of it, take out of those fights, gives you a massive advantage. Double CSM with Eternal War on this side. Gives them 20% more damage to all targets, both melee and ranged, and that was a decent grenade. Somehow that fella didn't die. Wow. Maybe I just saw it wrong, but it looks like he got hit square on there. Sentinel goes down. Heretics with an aspiring champion chases some guardsmen. And then, what are they up to? No, they're still chasing them. Thought for a second about smacking around the Inquisitor, but she was being smacked around anyway. Can't quite kill her on retreat, but maybe they can bash some power. Are you getting a Bile Spear or something? Nope. Oh, they're not even bashing power, they're just turning and decapping the VP. Could have got one generator there, I think. Mastercrafted bolter in play now for the Techmarine, can tell because of that kind of reticule on top of the decorator there. Target thing, whatever you call them. It's blue on the west side. Contested VP over there. Of course, you've got naturals in the north and south. This is a relatively recent map added to Elite by good old Swift. Scouts there focused down and forced to retreat. Plague Champion out of cover, gets shot up, and I mean a decent piece of play. Got the decap and get out kind of safely. Heretics busting up some assault marines here. Could have got a generator, I think, but they decap. They achieved something every time you push. You know, you want to do something with it. If you can't kill stuff, decap or shoot a generator. Chaos Lord getting in play with that default power weapon he has. 26 DPS or so. Are you going to bash power? Nope, no one's interested. None of the Chaos fellas are interested. Olaf-hain coming through the mid now. This is contested wreck point. That's going to turn red. Double Eternal War CSM as well for Milton. Contested power is blue on the eastern edge, 500 to 410 on VPs as players start to think about tier 2. Aponnk with double heavy weapon squads. With their heavy bolters in tier 1, they can get las cannons and auto cannons in tier 2. Inquisitor has her Holy Brazier as a power weapon that gives the nice area denial ability Holy Pyre. And the Plague Champion's got a sword. He's tired of this shooting lark and to smack some people around. This sword, of course, unique in Dawn of War 2 in that it ignores melee resistance, as it says at the end of the tooltip there. Which is like 40% more damage versus targets that have melee resist, which is a lot of them. Chaos Lord tried to meet the heavy bolter with his face, didn't work out very well. There he goes, creating zombies with his plague sword. And fetid armor is in play too. Goes down though. Assault Marines get their disruptive jump in, scouts following up. Classic Space Marine play there. Jump in with your Assault Marines just as things get back to their feet. Here comes some shotguns. And scouts, of course, with their very good mobility can get in there quite quickly, get back out. Heretics are smacking around a Techmarine. This is Katla. Does not have bionics. Could be pretty effective right there. Here's a heavy bolter being chased. Can these fellas help out with their shotguns? Looks like they've already used their shotgun blast. Heretics with an aspiring champion. It's only him left. I think he'll be alright. He'll be fine. CSM. The power of the bolter in tier 1. There's loads of them. Can they bash power now? Against double Space Marines, you want to bash as much as you can. I mean, it's tough in a team game to really lock down an opponent's power. Since there's 3 players on that side that can rebuild, the cost is spread. Unless someone's a jerk and doesn't buy power. Here's some Chaos Raptors for Sin. We've got tier 2 all around for Red Team. And tier 2 also for Milton. Triple CSM for Faffywaffle. Not sure if that's intended, but here they are. Looks like they'll get tier 2 decent time still. Inquisitor comes and tries to decap the Chaos Space Marines natural VP. I'm not sure they're going to be too pleased about that. Fetid armor doing its unholy stench business and suppressing those poor guardsmen. As if you really needed to. Submarines getting in there. Counter initiation by the aspiring champion Heretics. And doing a damn good job at it too. All those bolters turn to face those assault marines. They didn't like it. Looks like a revive there from Katla on olaf-hain. Got a level out of it. Level 3 now with Signum and Refractor Field. But lots of pressure on this red team here. Are we going to see some power bashes? Oh, maybe not. We have heavy bolters in play to suppress stuff. And the Raptors are not on that side. So they can't jump them. Grenade launcher Heretics. And some melee fellas having a good time. Until they all die to a single plasma cannon shot anyway. Was Holy Pyre going off. Not sure how much damage the Holy Pyre actually does. Not a lot. But it does last a long time. I guess if you stay in the whole thing, you're going to take a bunch of damage. But it also debuffs you. Debuffs the damage. I think it's 20%. Doesn't give a debuff circle. It used to. At least for some amount of time. But I think it was like buggy or something. We got Tactical Marine Sergeant and a plasma gun on these fellas. That Sergeant with a bolt pistol instead of a bolter, but he still does, I think, more DPS than the fellas that have bolters or bolt guns, whatever you want to call them. Stern Guard veterans for Olaf and a Chimera for Aponnk. Aponnk? I don't know. Were these guys called in? I don't know either. 500 to 265, double cap here for blue, looking pretty dominant, although they got kind of sluggish getting into tier 2. Red team not really able to capitalise. Haven't seen a lot of power bashing from the blue team despite their apparent dominance, especially in the mid and the east. Got another decap on the VP, as you can see it being retaken. Raptors getting stuck into some Marines. Might see a jump here. What's the best target? This mass of CSM from Faffywaffle will be the target. It didn't jump in though. Just ran up to them. So they have these little passive leaps with their jump packs, and they don't disrupt or anything. Saves you a second or so getting in, maybe. It's a second less of range DPS you're taking, perhaps. Bane Wolf. It was from Aponnk, not a Chimera. I'm just not used to seeing these things on the field. They now spawn at your base rather than wherever the hell you want. So not quite as devastating. Needs to be pretty mental at this. You like spawn them halfway up the map. They just drive up and start shooting generators to take them down. Plague Marines are retarded apparently. Now, here they are. We'll see how they do. 487 to 249, 221 cap for the space, well, the Imperial team, let's say. That was an effective grenade. Only one fella died over there. Chaos Lord is pissed, he's got his lightning claws out, but he also gets marked targeted by the Signum. Gets away though. If that plasma shot hit, that might have killed him. But I don't think it has very good accuracy. It's like 50% accuracy, I think. Might be a bit more than that. We have Chaos Raptors now with their Blood Maul, or whatever they call it. The heavy melee weapon on the aspiring champion there. I guess they would call it a Blood Maul. Caught a bit too far up there. Katla goes down, but does have a Dreadnought now. Comes out with this full-on melee configuration. Can get a Molten Melter though, or an Assault Cannon. Lots of CSM. Whole lot of CSM here. All with an aspiring champions. They all activate Slaughter on like a Marine squad. I wonder how long they'll last. Plague Marines also, as we saw from Milton. Doesn't seem too pleased with them for some reason. They have got some nerfs. Their missile, I think, now fires slower than it did. A little bit slower. The Inquisitor backs away from all the pain incoming. They should be shooting at the Inquisitor. When you've got triple CSM with aspiring champions, shooting at a single entity would be super effective. There we go. That's without Slaughter. There's the Slaughter, but they use it to shoot at the scouts, which, I mean, killed 3 of them, but they could have easily taken out that Inquisitor there. Here come Ogrins. They're drawing their melee weapons with Slaughter active and going in. This could be very, very risky. Mark target on some of them there. And Merciless Strike from the Assault Marines. This could be a bad engagement for Faffywaffle. Does get away. A little bit messy. I don't think I would have sent them into Ogrins like that. Oh, hey. Here's the Bane Wolf doing its thing. It's the same one? That's the same one, I think. It's level 2 now. How are they going to deal with that thing? They've only got... Well, I guess they've got Raptors who could jump on rear armor or something. Oh, the Dreadnought went down. What took out the Dreadnought? I have no idea. Oh, the Plague Marines, dumbass. Really? Single Plague Marines took out a Dreadnought. Usually, you know, the Plague Marines shoot the Dreadnought a few times, but the Dreadnought just ties them up. I guess not this time. Katla's getting another one. Not finished with those Dreadnoughts. This Bane Wolf is doing some work. Here's one from Olaf. Bane Wolf just drives over to the other power. Nothing to stop it. Backed up by Ogrins. Oh, here's some Chaos Terminators. They can stop it. Did not notice Milton going tier 3. Power Fist getting in there now. Won't take them long to finish it, looks like. Aponnk is... Oh, I thought maybe they were like, hey, I'm going to lose this thing, but I'm going to take this power with me. But they're trying to get away. Teleporting after it are the Chaos Terminators. Yeah, I would have just tried to finish off the generator. Very unlikely to get away with their teleport ready. Here's the second Dreadnought from Katla, now gone for the Assault Cannon. And that Assault Barrage could do some serious damage to this blob of Marines. Faffywaffle not really doing a great job keeping them separated. Which is tough to do, but I think you could do a better job than this. You're just asking to be AoE'd by something. Maybe we'll see it. Dreadnought's trying to get after him. This is the melee one from Olaf. Chaos Lord comes to spoil the party though. Destructive Strike goes off. There's the barrage. Killed some heretics, I think. Heretics over here with an aspiring champion looking for a target. We saw some stormtroopers being pulled in from Inquisitor from her global bar. Raptors now looking for a fight, and they found one. Some Stern Guard veterans getting smacked around a bit. Are they going to go after the Dreadnought there? They have a heavy melee weapon, but it's a bad fight for them. A melee Dreadnought. You've got to be some pretty specialized heavy melee to go up against it. Some Mark of Zeep CSM here from Sin. Plague Marines. We are not chasing the Dreadnought for some reason. Here we go. He should get away, I think. Plague Marines did not chase. Oh, it turns around a bit. With the double Techmarines, of course, they have Blessing of the Omnissiah potentially to use twice. I assume it would stack if it's used at the same time, but I'm not actually sure. I think it does. Space Marine's really putting up a fight here. With very little. The Dreadnoughts are proving a stumbling block here. Faffywaffle is responding with las cannon Havocs. Very good tool to use for taking down walkers. I mean, I guess every vehicle gets screwed by messing up its mobility, but walkers, well, not that quick generally. One las cannon shot can spell their doom. Some sneaky stormtroopers here with assault kit. Gives them a grenade and more range and sneakiness. Uh-oh. Got spotted though by an aspiring champion. He's too clever for sneaky stormtroopers. They were going for the VP decap, I think. Ran into a Chaos army. These guys not trying to push for a power bash. I think that's smart. They want to try and stabilize here, and of course the Bane Wolf did a whole bunch of power bashing already. Can they get a Land Raider Redeemer or something? 349 to 198 assault. Sorry, autocannon for the Chaos Terminators here. Good damage to all targets with a small area of effect. Dreadnought did not take the Plague Marine shot there. They seem to miss their shot, which suggests they were not targeting the Dreadnought, since those shouldn't miss. Las Cannon though does get shots in, and we have an autocannon here from Faffywaffle. Bad news for the Dreadnought. Will take more and more damage as it gets closer to it. And these Chaos autocannons are insane. More powerful than the ones that the Imperial Guard can get. But they get other benefits, like the refractive shield thing they can get that stops knockdowns, which is pretty damn useful. Those Guardsmen got pretty close to an autocannon and lived, or did they? That's a Dark Flames and some Heretics in retreat path. Are you going to get away, fella? He's still on fire, I think. He lives. Give him a medal. Speaking of Imperial autocannons, there's one. Jumped on by Raptors though, and it just straight up retreat the hell out of there. Melter-gun Techmarine of Katla with marked target on those guys, doing some nasty damage. This thing, oh, down it goes. The Melter-gun semi-recently got a range increase, but then Signum armor was changed to not give a range buff. Dropped in is a Venerable Dreadnought from Katla, unique to the Techmarine. Tons of hit points, and it can charge, which is pretty useful when you're a melee walker. Chaos Terminators with their slaughter, the debuff they have, name of which escapes me right now. Ouch. Don't die. 346 to 144. Las Cannon's gonna get another shot, I think. Yep. And autocannon also getting shots in. And another las cannon shot. Wow. And again. Gets away though, somehow. Yeah, must be Blessing of the Omnissiah going off from Katla. Olaf-hain though is down to a single Stone Guard veteran squad. And Chaos have the 2-1. That was Purgatus from the Inquisitor. She just showed up, used Purgatus and ran away. Fair enough. Land Raider Redeemer for Olaf. You've seen those things do wonders in a 3v3 battle. But these Chaos guys, I mean, they're pretty well built for taking out a vehicle. They've got these upgraded Raptors. They've got Terminators, 2 of them. One of them with an autocannon. A bunch of Havocs now with anti-vehicle weapons. Not those guys though. And some Plague Marines. So they have to protect that Land Raider for sure. What's the last going to shoot now? Uh-oh. CSM. Ate a grenade. They do escape. From those stormtroopers it was. 346 to 92 is a double cap here for blue team. Might be able to just run away with this. Because this Land Raider's taking its time to come out. They take like 75 seconds to produce, I think, Land Raiders. You might need to go after the natural Inquisitor. Something's trying to grab the mid here. That's a decent Hell Fury drop. Is it going to kill anything though? I don't think so. Whirlwind in the mid for some good old disruption. Here comes the Venerable Dreadnought and the other Dreadnought with an assault cannon. Decent barrage. Very decent barrage. And the Whirlwind doing its thing. We got a Shrine of Zinch to shoot out those Doom Bolts. Won't really threaten a Dreadnought. And it's found the las cannon here. Has it? Took its time to get an attack off, but there we go. With that inspiration on melee kill. 346 to 35. Single cap now for the Chaos team. Goes to a 1-to-1, but those Stone Guard could not finish the cap there. Land Raider is up. Are those guys retreating to it? No, they're retreating past. It was not activated in time for the retreat point. Venerable Dreadnought went deep in enemy territory, now taking auto cannon shots and Plague Marine missile hits. So just turn around and fight here. There we go. Stoicism goes off. That's 10 seconds of constant inspiration and increased melee damage, I believe. Decent grenade there. These are Kasrkin now from Aponnk. Triple Kasrkin. And those guys can get plasma guns. That'll be pretty painful. Trying to fight back on that VP is Faffywaffle. Here's the Land Raider. Flamestorm cannons, multi-melter and a twin-linked assault cannon on top. Not to mention the frag assault thing it has in the front, which it might have used already because it's lost some energy there. Another Land Raider, this time for Katla. 292 to 34. This is the start of a comeback here. 2-to-1 cap for the Imperial Red team. And some sneaky Kasrkin, or they're not being sneaky. Might see some grenades though. I mean, doing a decent job just with the hotshot las guns here. Although those are leveled up CSM probably, yeah, level 3 CSM with Eternal War. Going in for a grenade maybe? I'm sure I'm missing loads of action in the mid. They're trying to get a decap. Terminators just standing right in front of a Land Raider here. I guess the Land Raider did take a bunch of damage. Lost the model on those Terminators. They're so expensive to reinforce as well. 150-50 I think. Las cannons setting up. They're ready to shoot at something. They don't quite have the vision. You don't just need weapon range, you also need vision range. It's a good grenade. I've seen lots of CSM getting grenades in their face in this game. Oh hey, more Terminators this time for Faffywaffle. And that's a pretty powerful army coming for your natural VP. You might need some help, Aponnk, because I don't think those Kasrkin at level 1 will easily be able to outshoot those CSM. Maybe if they had plasma guns, which they don't right now. Aponnk might be waiting for a Baneblade. I'd probably get a Lehman Russ up Executioner, because there's no las cannons on this side, right? No, they are retaking their natural there, the Chaos team. So it's gonna be... Oh, and they took Red team's natural too. It's gonna be a 2-to-1 for blue. And depending on how quickly Red team can hit back over here, that could be it. There it is. 2-1-2 to 32. Some of the Terminators decided to just go through the wall. And now Power Fists onto the Land Raider. What is this? Still red. Here's the Land Raider of Katla. So some subjugated heavy weapon squad, fellas. You hit level 4 while subjugated there. Okay. Raptors with melter guns trying to make stuff happen. Almost went down on retreat there. 2-1-2 to 21. Red team are taking their natural back. And we have an Inquisitor going for blue team's natural with some Kasrkin who do now have some plasma guns. Look at the resources olaf-hain has. You got to spend some of that stuff. Oh. The Land Raider went down. And I wasn't paying attention as usual. It was over here fighting I guess those Terminators with fists got it, eh? I guess they did. But yeah, they've got to spend some resources here. There's a double cap for the red team. Has Olaf given up? Las cannons are like constantly getting shots on this Land Raider, but it's being repaired. Not sure what it's being repaired by. Is that... There must have been double blessing of the Omnissiah there. We need to get those las cannons out of there, fellas. Stone Guard fellas. And Olaf needs to buy things. Auto cannons are painful. This is This is not news. Uh oh. Red team lost their natural, but they took blue team's natural. Now blue team are on the warpath, heading towards their VP. And there's a Hell Fury to try and stem the tide. I don't think it's going to work out for him. And this refractor field doesn't help you reducing accuracy of swords in your face. 141 to 21, a single cap here for red. Olaf has still not purchased anything. What are they doing? Is that them? I think that's Katla. No, that's Olaf with a group of tactical marines. Sure, I thought that was going to be a venerable dreadnought and it just ran away. Weird. But hey, we've got some more tactical marines, I guess. 134 to 19, 2-to-1 cap for the Chaos Space Marines, and there's a Land Raider from Olaf. Maybe a bit too late here. Not sure what they were. They were just focused so intently on the game, didn't realise they had all those resources. He only had a single unit though. I mean, after losing a Land Raider, you should have instantly been looking at your resources to see what you could get. Even while the Land Raider was up, they should have purchased some stuff, surely. Looks like that's the remains of the Whirlwind over there. Plague Marines toughing it out, trying to cap here. Under fire from a turret and auto cannon. 1-to-1 cap, 2 VPs remaining for the Space Marines here. They are cutting it close. Can this second Land Raider, third of the game, actually come out in time to make a difference? That's melter bombs on your Predator tank there. That took it down. Land Raider here could be under threat. Auto cannons and melter guns going after it. There's a las cannon there too. And there's an Imperial Abyss from Milton. 132 to 2. And that's doing a hell of a lot of damage on that central circle there. Down goes the Land Raider. It might be GG. They've got a double cap though. Chaos are retaking over there. And look at this. Plasma guns for everyone. The Shrine is suppressing them here though. Plague Champion is down. Has he been down for ages? I think he has. It's only level 3. Got a level 5 Chaos Lord with Harness of Rage. 2-to-1 cap for the red Imperial team. Now Katla down to scouts. Are they going to purchase something? They might be waiting for red to drop something in. New Land Raider out, says Olaf. Is it going to get here in time? They're not the quickest. Is this it? This is it. It's going to the natural for now. It needs to go to contested, I think. Is that a venerable from Katla? That would be the place to put it. It is. Instantly eats a last cannon shot. 79 to 2. And a 1-to-1 cap. They've held on to these 2 VPs for a while. This venerable, this poor venerable is not going to last long, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know what else they could have called in to make a bigger impact. Maybe Terminators, but with their default Stormbolters, they're not going to do a lot against these enemy Chaos Terminators. At least the venerable stopped the cap there and did some damage. Did a hell of a lot of damage to those guys, actually, with the help of that autocannon. Got some repairs going on. A 1-to-1 cap. The Land Raider eats another, well, another Land Raider eats another Imperial Abyss. This is a Nurgly one from Faffywaffle. Still has these triple CSM, by the way. Are they all level 4? They must be. And they are. Land Raider didn't even bother moving. Doing, oh my goodness. Well, they had the triple CSM. As soon as I pointed it out, they all ate grenades to the face. That was pretty nasty, and those flamers were hitting them too. Faffywaffle has a bunch of resources. What are they going to get? 77 to 2. Amazing job by the red team to hold on here. That Predator goes down though. Olaf has another one. They're still holding their natural, but if they lose the... oh, they have both the naturals. I'm going to say if they lose the contested just for a couple of seconds, they're going to lose the game. But hey, didn't work out like that. Chosen Plague Marines on the field now for Faffywaffle. Unique to the Plague Champion. And they're just going straight for the cap here. And here comes the plate champion. He's alive again. He's got the icon of Nurgle now. Constant damage to nearby enemies. And that sword is doing some work, as you can see. Can the red team get on this VP again? Is it possible? Katla's got a predator tank. Faffywaffle with some zombie stormtroopers there for a second. Grenades going off in the maelstrom. Inquisitor, what do you have? You have Purgatus. Might want to use it. Decent grenade again. Keeping their wits about them here, Aponnk. With their weird name. What is this? It's Olaf with some tactical marines. Hey, they're good at capping. There's the Purgatus, well timed. There's a noxious cloud trying to choke those stings to death over there. 44-2. The naturals look relatively safe right now. It's all about this contested at the moment. And they grab it there, the red team. Another predator tank from Katla. Olaf turned... Oh, Olaf lost those tactical marines. I thought they turned them into stone guard, but those are the old ones. 36-2. CSM are taking this. They're taking the contested. We got some Kashyyykin going for the natural, but there's so much stuff there. They're not going to get it. It's a GG. Just too much stuff there to kill. Needed a nuke or something. And there's the game. That was damn close. 36 VPs on the blue team. I thought they had it wrapped up a while ago, but red team really held on with those land raiders and tanks and stuff. Level 5 Sorcerer, level 4 Plague Champion after getting back to his feet, level 5 Chaos Lord. All around this VP. Level 8 Techmarine from Katla. Level 9 from Olaf. And a level 6 Inquisitor. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time.